All right, with the current economic recession happening, most people have demanded that American jobs be given to Americans. However, for many companies these days, it is much easier to outsource their jobs. The film Offshore takes a look at that very debate. Joining me now are the film's director, Diane Cheklich, and its producer, T.S. Dayananda. How are you all doing today?
Great.
Very good, Chris.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Now, the movie is called Offshore, and it's a very interesting subject. Why did you decide to tackle the subject of this outsourcing to make your film?
Well, the subject's something that everyone is familiar with. Even if you haven't lost your job to outsourcing, most people here have had some experience with a call center, calling your bank, calling us for software troubleshooting. It's a subject that everyone's familiar with.
And you use comedy a little bit here, T.S., to kind of get your point across. You mentioned it's a touchy subject that has touched everybody. T.S., how does using comedy to do it kind of bring it into a different light to everybody?
Yeah, it's a serious subject, no doubt, with this global economy and conflicts between employees here and India and all that. We thought we could show the serious movie through comedy sense. That's where we went ahead and did a serious subject in comedy.
And there are no real villains or heroes in this film in terms of, the film is essentially about a furniture company that tries to outsource, and 3 people from India come over to the United States to learn how to go back to India and teach a call center, I guess. There's no real hero. I mean, the Americans, the Indians, and even, consumers are also a part of this equation as well. It gives all sides, doesn't it?
It's true. It's a complicated subject, and everyone in the film is trying to do his or her job. The CEOs, the employees on each side are all trying to do their jobs, but that's where the conflict comes in. So there's really no true malicious intentions, but they're all fighting for the same thing.
Looking at this, and this film was filmed primarily in Michigan, which is a lot of issues right now with employment, certainly. Is this something that is going to take on an even greater significance and become front of mind for everybody, top of mind when you think about all the jobs that are being lost in this country and people starting to demand that those jobs stay here in the States? Go ahead, T.S.
Go ahead, T.S.
Yeah, I think so. You're looking at if they have to be competitive, they have to cut cost. So cutting cost means, they look at a lot of things, including their intellectual capital. Their intellectual capital is their workforce.
Sounds sounds interesting.
Yeah, that's where right.
Diane and T.S., thank you so much. The film is called Offshore, limited release today here in Manhattan, and then it'll be released even further in the month of June. Thank you.
Thank you very much.